The L isn't him apologising. I think the L is him releasing the track in the first place if he felt like this, which is fine, but you have to, like, we'll give Cole his flowers, right, because we're big Cole fans.
But I know many
for people that are talking big three and like who's number one,
yeah.
for them Cole is out of the discussion, and his body of work doesn't warrant him to be out of the discussion. But yeah, let's have a look at this apology quickly.
I'm so proud of that project. Except me, right?
Alright.
So I'm so proud of that.
So I've seen clips of this and I've been avoiding it on socials because it's just been everywhere, man. Because I obviously follow a lot of Cole stuff.
Except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that.
Do you know what? The lamest thing I ever did, even though he did that song called Work Out With Me, Workout.
Oh, I don't know if that was lame, man.
But he did an apology video.
Well, he apologised to Nas for it and stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the lamest shit he ever did. This apology.
I see
it. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right?
Still about like that, yeah.
So
the
all
bazooka.
This time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, big boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God.
Bro, this is what you meant. Like my phone's asking for a toxic reply in the song.
Yeah.
So he's literally saying that.
But
people
bro,
are just asking
I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Because the reason why everyone's saying that is because you're going around saying you're number one, numero uno, and all of this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't...
And then someone drops that.
When someone's like, no, I am, obviously you're going to be expected to like challenge it.
Say something,
I don't know. I don't know if this is an oversight from him or if he just shouldn't have said he's like number one, goated in like all of his songs and stuff. Don't know. That's just my...
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
No, I agree with you. Like, he is... And people believe that he is literally like doing the most, right? Compared to the other two, he was putting out classics after classics.
Yeah.
And then if someone says, no, I'm number one, you either don't do nothing, you let your work speak for you. He's dropped an album.
Yeah.
He's got Fall Off on the way. The work speaks for itself. And maybe keeping the peace, keeping quiet, shows that I don't need to like confront. I don't need to step into this ring.
Yeah.
But if you step into it, you step into it.
You got to step into it.
You
can't pussy out, right?
Yeah, no.
And I'm really hoping it's not because of the reaction the song got. And he's retracting because people didn't like the song. I don't know if people like the song or not, but I don't know. I hope it's because of what he's actually saying rather than like it didn't bang. You know, because I can see...
If you react to people and do it, that's even worse.
I can see people being like, this wasn't good.
And then if you didn't say sorry, then no. That's the L.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Flooded, I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Right? Niggas want to see blood. And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness.
You said that. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. So I think maybe he felt bad about that. But then he also mentioned the talk. He's like, when he put the diss track out and then he saw the talk, he didn't like that. But I don't know if he's saying He doesn't
like
the
talk. Album stuff, like him contradicting, like
no. I think he's talking about like Kendrick versus Cole, like they're beefing or whatever.
Oh, he doesn't like that whole
talk. I'm hoping that's what he means, and not the actual feedback from the song, right?
I don't think he ever let feedback affect. But again, like we've seen him like in recent interviews, like this guy's on a journey. Like
he's a very spiritual guy.
Yeah, exactly. So
sure.
Someone who's on that path, I can see why they don't want to step into that ring. Maybe it was like moment of weakness, like you said, where all the replies, like asking for like a toxic reply, like this is wartime, you have to do something.
Yeah.
He kind of lost track. But then, because what you said with that catalogue, I think he's about to say it. Like he likes his songs. So the song itself says otherwise.
I think if he didn't put the catalogue stuff in the song, I don't know if he would have apologized, man. Because he probably was like that crossed the line a little bit. Yeah. Like if Kendrick turned around and was like Forest Hills Drive was mid, Cole would take that personally because the amount of work they put into these albums.
Yeah, you work.
It's crazy. Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, if that was the only reason why I retracted it, I get it. It's an L.
It's an L.
It's an L for Cole.
Yeah.
Because this is like gonna stain his record, like in the eyes of like the greatest or whatever.
You don't want this to happen so close to your retirement. That's the only problem. Because it's a legacy you leave. His legacy has been untainted.
Yeah.
Right? This might be the one thing that people remember when his name comes up in the future.
Similar to Drake with the ghostwriters. I think it's a similar kind of...
Now it's everywhere. But that happened a while back.
But it's always going to taint him. And it should. Like, no one should be touching your...
But I feel like this is something that I'd rather be tainted with this, coming out as a bigger man and apologizing for what I did and I felt it's not right. Mm-hmm. I'd rather be tainted for that, even if it's not seen as a good thing in the sport of hip-hop, than something like having ghostwriters and shit like that. Yeah. I would rather take this because that's like his path. He's changing and he wants to like make sure that he apologizes for what we did in the past, which I can see as a valid thing to do. Yes, it goes against what, hip-hop diss tracks and rap battles as well. But so it'll be something that's talked about all the time. Mm. But at the same time, I think if he's at peace with himself afterwards, why does he care?
The thing is, I actually think the L isn't him apologizing. I think the L is him releasing the track in the first place if he felt like this, which is fine. But you have to, we'll give Cole his flowers, right? Because we're big Cole fans.
But I know many
people that are talking big three and like who's number one. Yeah. For them, Cole is out of the discussion, and his body of work doesn't warrant him to be out of the discussion. This guy is a fucking devil on the mic when he's rapping, right? So I just think it's a bit sad, and I can't lie. When this came out, guys, I am known as like the Cole fan in our group chats, and I have other people that are like Team Drake and other people that are like Team Kendrick or whatnot. I was getting flamed and I didn't even watch it, so I couldn't even back myself. I was just like, this looks like an L.
Now you're gonna have to respond.
Now I've got a bit more context around it, but I don't know, man. Let's finish it anyway. Yeah. Let's finish it.
A catalog in his greatness. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers that ever touched a fucking microphone?
I mean,
Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct?
This feels a bit weird. Like he's rewriting history a little bit.
I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bro, that was the lamest, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin. Like what you do. You know what I mean?
He's basically egging him on to diss him back.
It's love. And I pray that, y'all are forgive a nigga for the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. It let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours.
It's gotta be Love Yours.
I wonder what he did 10 years ago when he said he was moving incorrectly.
Oh, no. I know exactly what he's talking about. When he's talking about, before he had his, rebirth almost as a spiritual guy. You know, when he was the workout Cole, when he was moving.
That wasn't 10 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't.
10 years ago, we were talking about like
Forest Hills Drive was 10 years ago, 2014,
right? Yeah.
It wasn't then. It was just before that, right? That was his rebirth album. I feel like where he became like a lot more like conscious about.
So he meant like before 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah, like that initial part of his career where he wanted the watches, he wanted like the bitches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we saw in the songs,
which I understand. He's basically saying
it's a mistake.
All his life, right? In leading up to the point where he changed his mind about how he wants to live his life, he was always trying to impress externally, right? And now he's at a point where he was about to drop My Delete Later anyway, sort of like that, and he probably saw it as a bit of an opportunity to cause a bit of like a commotion and also album sales and all of that. But again, this is him putting it out there, like doing something for the external world at the cost of his internal peace.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and now he's basically like, nah, I should have stuck. I should have stuck to the internal peace stuff because that's more important to me than what everyone else thinks.
This song is part of the album, right? He put it as part of the album.
Yeah.
Which means he's tainted the whole album with it.
No, I actually saw on Twitter when I was scrolling that he took it off.
So he took it all off.
Yeah.
Which again makes sense because he doesn't want that to be part of the album.
But do you know what the biggest L is?
You know, this would have been worse if it was a fall off.
Yeah, but do you know what the biggest L is?
What?
Might Delete Later is the name of the album, and he fucking deleted the fucking.
But it actually makes sense. Is it an L or is it a
Nah, it's an L, man.
Bro, he said might delete later, and he deleted the shit.
I don't know, man.
Maybe this is all like fabricated. Like he did it that way for the whole like controversy.
Nah, he's not that big brain. He's not that big brain. But anyway, interesting. Let us know in the comments, guys. What do you think about the apology? You've probably had some time to like reflect and look on it and see how you feel about Cole. Does this take him out of the top 3? Can he ever be number 1 after this?
Bro, I'm just looking at some of the comments. Like people saying you did the right thing. Look what Kendrick did to Drake after Euphoria. I'm looking forward to that track, man. But someone just said let the last done again.
Fuck's sake, man. Let's leave it at that. But stay tuned for the rest of the disses, guys, and let's see what's next.